news would tell you that we don't care for Jews. I tell you all this because I've seen it all, so I just want to set the record straight while they're here. One of our attorneys is a Jew.
That was the closing argument from Roy Moore's wife last night. The author of the book, How the Right Lost Its Mind, is going to explain that to me.
I'm going to have a sequel to the book. I mean, maybe this is why they don't let her speak very often. But yes, she has a Jewish lawyer. Well, Mazel tov. What?
But I mean, who are they? Who are these people? Are they cult figures? Are they so bad they're good? I mean, who are they to their backers?
Well, they are cult figures, and of course they have made themselves into these heroes of the evangelical Christian movement. I mean, how many times does Roy Moore have to be removed from the Supreme Court because he hangs up the Ten Commandments, or he refuses to recognize same-sex marriage? I mean, the word theocrat is thrown around sometimes too loosely, but he is quite literally, and as a result, he's bonded himself to his followers.
Let's bring Steve Kornacki in on this. He's going to make sense of the madness today. Steve, is there any chance that Doug Jones could defy history, defy demographics, defy voter registration, and pull off the first victory in Alabama in 25 years?
Yeah, I mean, you guys last block were talking about all the roadblocks. They are formidable for a Democrat in Alabama. But look at it this way. If there was ever going to be an election that a Democrat actually wins in Alabama, I think you're looking at it. Actually, you're looking here at 2012. Let me show you what the path would look like for Doug Jones if he's going to win tonight. How uncompetitive is Alabama, by the way? The last time we actually have an exit poll was 2012. We didn't even bother to take an exit poll last time. So take a look at 2012 when Obama was on the ballot. He got 95% of the black vote in Alabama. Jones is going to have to do something like that. The question, though, will be really the turnout. Will it be close to an Obama-level turnout of black voters, or will it go back to sort of a pre-Obama level? That's one key. The other key is this, though. Alabama has one of the most racially polarized electorates in the country. Typically, a Democrat's getting 10, 15% of the white vote. You see Obama about 15% of the white vote. So if you're Jones, what are you looking at? You're splitting the white vote into these two groups. We talk about them all the time. The college-educated whites, more the suburbanites, a little more economically upscale, culturally moderate. The non-college whites, this group been the heart and soul of the Trump base. So this is the focus for Jones. They basically want to try to force a draw in this election with more among the college-educated suburbanites. Couple ripe areas, couple big ripe areas on this map. This is the 2016 presidential map, and I'll show you right here. 6 counties in the state with the highest share of college-educated voters. We'll go right through Shelby County right there. This is outside of Birmingham. This is going to be sort of the ground zero tonight. If there's going to be movement towards Jones from traditional Republicans, Jefferson County, Madison County, that's where Huntsville is, big aerospace, NASA presence up there. You got Lee County, that's where Auburn University is. You got Montgomery right there, the state capital, a lot of state workers there. And then you go to sort of the eastern shore outside Mobile, that's Baldwin County there. These are the 6 big counties. They make up about 40% of all the votes cast. These are the only 6 counties in the state, by the way, where Donald Trump did worse in 2016 than Mitt Romney did in 2012. So this is sort of the ripe area for the Jones campaign. If there's going to be a win tonight, they're going to need a strong turnout of black voters right here and in Birmingham, and they're going to need a lot of movement in these counties. But just one thing very quickly to keep in mind, it can be done. The last time Roy Moore was on the ballot, 2012, for Chief Justice, before all these scandals, he barely won. This is a lightning rod figure even before this campaign.
Steve Kornacki, thank you so much. Melissa, what do you think what are you hearing from Democrats in the state about projected turnout? And I know National Democrats have largely stayed out of the state, but I'm sure they're keeping an eye on the dynamics.
I mean, and it's always, with every election, as we all know, as an elected official, it's always about whether you can motivate and energize your base, and it's about turnout. And I think there has been some criticism that the Democratic Party has really not been as invested in really being in there to support Jones and coming in at the last minute. So that obviously is something that we have to watch for. Regardless, as we said before, even though he may lose, the Democratic Party does win because of the debate that is ensuing and the values that are being demonstrated. So I think that that's important to note.
Jason, I lived in Tallahassee, which is, in sort of the vicinity. But this idea that the voters of Alabama would rather send an accused child molester to the Senate than someone who is an accomplished prosecutor. He's as law and order as any Republican who could put themselves forward. And as Charlie keeps saying, Roy Moore has actually been removed twice. Right. So if you're going for law and order, I mean, Doug Jones has actually got the better record.
He does, but I think Nicolle, this has always boiled down to sort of just basic tribalism. And I think you've got a lot of people down in Alabama. Look, I remember this living in Ohio. I lived in Ohio until about a year and a half ago. There are certain parts of the country that, justifiable or not, have this like inferiority complex. They think that all the New Yorkers and all the Californians and all the Chicago people are looking down on them. And so when they get an opportunity to send somebody to stick it to Washington, that's what they want.
It's irresistible, right?
And they want that opportunity. And even if that person is grotesque on every moral level, even though you wouldn't want Roy Moore to be knocking on your door and giving your children Halloween candy, you've still got some people who will want him to be in office because they want to show Washington, D.C. that Alabama can't be told what to do.
All right, we're going to sneak in a break, but up next, Steve Schmidt's new theory on the new Democrat